Hey guys, Mike Deathbeam here once again, and we have another edition of Star Wars builds. Yoo! Let's go. So I put it on real small so you guys can't see it coming, but it's coming up and it's pretty big. So what did I build? Boom, Raider class Corvette. Now you guys who play, and I know some of my viewers, because I've met them, play X-Wing miniatures, and I know my dad has this game because he's one of the. Obviously, I've met my dad, but he plays it, and then there are some other friends I know who play it, and they watch, and this is one of the ships on there. And it's not exact, just because it's not quite a 1-to-2 scale, but I didn't feel like making a 150 block long ship, so here it is. It might help if I increase the. There we go. That should be good. Bang! Ta-da! There you go. I want it to be night. I think it looks cooler at night. So, here's the ship. And like I said, it's not exact. It's slightly different. But here are the guns, and anyone who's familiar with it knows that they have kind of the lowering guns where they can go down below the exterior and then they lift up. Yeah, so you can look up the Raider class on Google Images and you can see some of the pictures. And I don't know if it actually has guns here on the outside, but I made mine with them, and they have these pretty cool wings like TIE fighters. And I used some different textures in here just to mix things up. So I think that's pretty cool. I used black wool and then I used concrete here just to kind of get more of the solar panel look, and I think it looks pretty good. Then I put a sea lantern down there because usually in the pictures it's just gray, but I wanted to add that there to add a little bit. I think it works really well, and that's one of the airlocks. We'll go in there in a moment. And then I even got the wings that go underneath. Now you can't really see them just because I wasn't originally planning on putting the wings, but yeah, so you have the little wings down here that go underneath the ship. Like I said, when you look at pictures, you'll see them. It's not exact, like I said. Yeah, so here's the bridge, and obviously it isn't exact, but this isn't even a 1-to-2 scale. It's not quite half. I think it's 4 blocks short of being half the size. But yeah, so I wasn't going for scale, but I think it looks pretty cool. So, oh yeah, gotta show you the engines. Those are pretty cool. Bam! I think they look pretty cool. I use sea lanterns, diamonds, some terracotta, which is a new block that I'm getting used to, but they're pretty cool. So I think it looks pretty cool, and I tried to make, because it has the one big engine and then the 2 smaller ones, so I think it looks pretty cool. I hope you guys like it, because I think it's pretty cool. So why don't we go ahead and head in? We'll go in one of the airlocks, because I think that's important to have the airlocks, because they do have airlocks. Otherwise it would be very hard to get in. And I tried to make it pretty accurate with this airlock, where when you turn that on, you have the light, warning light that's open. So yeah, so now we're inside the ship. Let's go ahead and go to the front. I can't think of the name. But here are the crew's quarters, and there's a light, so you turn that on. And the brown bed, there's one brown bed in each room, and that'll be like the sergeant or something. So this would be like I guess the day crew, for example, even though it's not exact because, but there's that and the rooms and stuff like that. So it's real close just so they can fit more. And then you have the other one, which looks pretty much the same, maybe some slight differences, but not much. So yeah, and then we go to the galley up here, and I think it looks pretty cool. Have the different chairs and seats. You got the kitchen, and let me go ahead and turn on the lights in here. And I even put iron bars here to make it look like vents. So they're cooking in the furnace here, and the smoke goes up. So I think that's pretty cool. Then we have storage. So I packed in as much as I could in here. I didn't put one here just because you wouldn't be able to reach them if there was some up there. But I packed in as much as I could in here, so I think it looks pretty cool. And then we go here. We'll go ahead and head up first. And here is the like air traffic control, because you have a deck with a you have a hangar with a TIE fighter, and then you have all this. So this is pretty cool. You have I put glowstone because I figured that you probably want it a little brighter than not bright enough, and I put those there just to kind of make it look kind of like an air traffic control. So I think it looks pretty cool because you can see the TIE fighter and stuff like that. Then we go in here, and across from here, this is the captain's quarters. Now, while I was building this, I kind of came up for a character of my captain. No names or anything, but he's he's powerful, he has a good reputation, and he's kind of prideful, but he has somewhat of a reason. Not a good one, but he has somewhat of a reason because he's such a good captain. He's gotten these different promotions, and he has such a good reputation and stuff like that. But he's prideful and rather full of himself. So he's got these gold, and he likes to keep it darker, and he has these doors, the dark oak doors, so it's a nicer ship. It's pretty cool. And I decided to try something different with this room, so I put iron bars. And then I put the glass here, and I think it actually looks really well. And just for the sake of things, it's soundproof. But it's here, and he can keep an eye on them down there or there, but they can't see through. Just hence why I put the black glass there, so they can't see him, but he can watch over them. He can have meetings up here and no problem. So yeah, so that's that, and then we go ahead and head down here. We can go in here. This is a hangar. I tried to do my best with the TIE fighter, but it was kind of limited. And you can get in here. Whoop. So yeah, I mean, it's not real decorated or anything. It's a pretty simple, basic TIE fighter, but I think it looks pretty neat. Outside, inside, it's not too much, but you know. Ooh, that was close. But yeah, so there's that, and we'll go in there later. Up here, and I decided to use this new block. I think it's called Purpur. Is that what it's called? I've never seen it before, but I also haven't been keeping up with the updates. Yeah, I don't know where you find it. If you guys know where it comes from or what it's used for, that would be pretty cool to know. But I mean, it's not that big of a deal. It is pretty cool looking block, and like I said, I'm kind of pretending that it's richer or better stone, and it's and I didn't want to make it too dark because then it kind of looks bland. I didn't want to do that. I said, you know what, we'll try this block, and I think it actually looks pretty good because it's not too bright, but I think it has a good color to it. And then we go in here, and this is the radio room, and I used the different sound blocks and stuff. Let me go and turn on the volume. Pretty cool. Oh, okay, whatever. Yeah, so there you go. And I don't know what this observer block does. If you guys know what it does, that would be pretty cool, but I have no idea. But yeah, so I tried to make it kind of like a radio room, and then we'll go up here to the bridge. And I put the clock and the compass here so they would know which direction. Like I said, it's nowhere near to scale because because when you see the pictures, it has a much wider bridge. And yeah, so it looks pretty cool. It looks like it's becoming day. So we go ahead and head down here, and we'll go into the last area. And boom, engine room. And this is where you stay to keep safe. But these engines are pretty cool. I think they look cool because I use the terracotta and glowstone and stuff like that. So if you open this up, you'll see that the main power source is a beacon. And then go in here, and I decided not to fill it in because I really didn't see a reason. But it would be pretty cool if you could make the beacon turn sideways and shoot out this way towards there, because that would be pretty cool if we could do that. But I don't think we can. If we can, that would be cool. But, you know, no big deal. Yeah, so this is my ship. It's the Raider class Corvette, and you can look up pictures of it on Google. No big deal. But yeah, so I think it's pretty cool. And you know, if the engine blows, well, you're gonna lose the whole top of the ship. But you know, I think it looks pretty cool for the scale that it is. It's not full scale, and I need to turn the volume down. Yeah, so I think it looks pretty cool. Why don't you guys go ahead and let me know what you think of it, because I think it looks real cool, but I did make it, so, whoop. Yeah, so, it is pretty cool. I think it's about 71, I think it's 71 blocks long, and I think it has a pretty cool profile from above and from the side. It looks really cool. And I did add the little guns on the wings. I don't think that they're actually there, but I decided to add them. And then I think that there are some guns in the front, and I just made those to seem like that they're bigger than these, which are anti-fighter. But you know what? I think it looks cool. So why don't you guys go ahead and let me know what you guys think of this? Because this is number 5 in our creations. Because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pretty good number 5, I think. And then if you count the TIE Fighter separate, then it's 5 and 6. But we'll just count this as 1 because it is in there. It's part of this ship. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of this and what do you guys want me to build next. So I will see you guys later. Bye.